Hello everybody, this is En Route, and today I have a video for you. I have a lot of things to say. I'm not sure what I'm going to title this. We're coming up on this election real soon. Remember the 5th of November, right? So I first off want to say, if you and your family were affected by the hurricane, sending prayers to you guys, anybody that's been affected and lost things, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, anywhere it got impacted, I hope for the best. And it's unfortunate that these things happen, but as Americans, one of the main things that make us so great is that we help each other. Whether or not the government steps in, you have individuals coming out and helping. You have individuals coming out bringing food and consumables, everything that people need to survive and get through a lot of these things. And, I really wanted to come on here because I wanted to ask people a question. It's like, let's say the government wasn't, doing what they're supposed to do. What would you do? Would you hide in a corner, or would you fight? Would you hide in a corner, or would you try? Would you hide in a corner, or would you learn? And, we're getting to a point where, in some ways, the fall of our bureaucratic structure can be a good thing, because we can actually make it something better, stronger, more independent, more freer, and something closer to what the forefathers actually imagined for this country. Now, I watched the debate. The debate pissed me off. I was going to come on here and talk a bunch of shit, but I didn't. And what I will say is that we as Americans cannot, if Kamala does get inaugurated, we can't consider her the first president. She's simply a puppet. She's simply here to spew out whatever. And I don't even really think she has full control or autonomy over her choices. So Kamala is less of an issue to me, because I can see that she lacks the capacity to understand certain things or to care about certain things. And she has her own agenda, but in that way, it allows people to actually see the true nature of our government and who they're trying to make represent us. And so if you see that's Kamala as a representative, right, that they want to push towards the people, just think about who's behind her. Think about who's actually, pulling the strings. Think about, why would they let someone come on a stage and be so blatantly negligent in the way that they speak and the way that they do things, And, I watched the speech, and a lot of what was happening was gaslighting. She was gaslighting the American people. I don't even know, Trump was talking about tariffs and things like that. She completely blew over that. Does she even know what tariffs means? I don't know. But the point of the matter is that this is not the first female president, okay? This is not this presidential election, honestly, it's fake to me. It's not even real anymore. Trump barely, he got to say what he wanted to say, but he was defending himself the whole time, and so there wasn't a lot of trying to get things out, because he had to retract to a lot of her hypocritical statements that didn't make any sense. It's almost as if, you know, she was trying to be Trump, right? Like, it's like, oh, now you're saying all of these things, right? And it's just like, you never said those things before. You never even agreed with these things before. It's like Kamala, you know, got a new microchip and now she's on a new program, a new code. It makes no sense, right? But I'm gonna, you know, I'm not gonna keep bashing the debate. All I can say is that if you're an American and you truly love this country, the best thing that we can do is create a unified front as people towards our government. The problem lies when the people get absorbed into the government way of thinking, and then they become a cog of the government, and then they spew out whatever's said simply because someone's in a suit. You know, oh, well, this dude in a suit seems like they have kind of what's the word? They have authority. They have authority and power, you know, and it can be intimidating and things like that. And I know, you know, it's important to dress for the job you want and keep yourself together and all that stuff, but you have to look deeper. You can't take orders from someone just because they're in a suit. You need to find the logic in what they're saying. And I think a lot of the times are, you know, because we have this bureaucratic system, these individuals hide behind the nice clothes, they hide behind the luxury brands, they hide behind the suit and ties. And we have to be very discerning about what's actually coming out of their mouth. The content of what they're saying, the content of the character they're portraying. And, you know, it's just, we need to move away from herd mentality and have a more individualized approach to the way we do things, because that is what makes America free and independent. When everybody agrees to the same thing, you have a problem. And I'm, you know, that's the beauty of this country. You know, not everybody has to agree to the same thing, and yet we can all still live harmoniously. We can all still live together. We have the biggest melting pot the world has ever seen. And, you know, now we're kind of straying away from that independent ideology that had made America what it is today, you know? So I just wanted to throw this out here for people to start thinking. I have a lot I want to say. And I will be making a very important video before the election, because it's important to me, and it should be important to you as an American people, that we are logical about this. And so I'm going to lay down some logic for you all in my next video. You know, this is my more emotional video. And, you know, I'm going to start moving this channel in a direction, in a more professional direction, because I understand the casualness of the way I do things can, you know, discredit me a little bit, right? So I just wanted to check in. I've been, you know, taking care of my stuff, taking care of my things, and dealing with some stuff. And I know as we get closer, things are going to change. This election is pivotal, not in the fact that it's a real election, but pivotal in the fact that it's going to change the course of American history forever. Okay? And I want people to understand the significance of that. This election is going to change the course of American history forever, whether it be, you know, in a good way or a bad way. We have to be prepared for anything, right? And so with so many things going on across the pond as well, we have to be prepared and ready for things, to go bad. Because if we have a leader that doesn't have the strength to handle certain things, doesn't have the wherewithal to understand cultural differences and things like that, and is kind of, I don't know the right word, but oblivious to certain things, we're going to fail as a country. And what's upsetting to me is that it'd be one thing if, like, Tulsi Gabbard or Naomi was actually running for president, but those are not the women running for president. And so because of that, we are, it's insulting as a woman to have this woman be the first representative of America. It's insulting to my intelligence, to my autonomy, to my freedom. And that's what they're trying to do. They want to insult women to the point to understand. They want to put a bad female leader out there to prove that women can't lead. And I completely disagree. Okay? Some men can lead, and some men should never lead. Some women can lead, and some women should never lead. And I want people to understand this is not about a battle of the sexes, but it will become that if we don't take hold of our minds and independently think for ourselves. Kamala is an individual. She should not be the representative of every other individual woman here. And so that's another reason why I don't want there to be a female president right now, because our options for that are not ideal. So I think this message is important, especially for women, for our women out here, Don't allow this to make you feel like, actually, this should actually make women feel great, because it's like, if she is considered, for something, one of the highest positions in the country, if she's considered for that, then just consider yourself and where you can actually be a leader in your own world, in your own life. Okay? She does not represent the American woman. She does not represent me. That's for sure. And so for my American people, what I'm going to do for my country is I'm going to set the record straight. I'm going to set the record so damn straight that you're going to realize how stupid that debate even was, and what a waste of time it was to the country, because I'm going to set some ground rules down, okay? They're just talking crap, talking bullshit coming out of their mouth, and I'm going to set the record straight for us, okay? This isn't how it's going to go down, all right? And so I'm coming back. I'll probably be back online again. I like to take long breaks. But, yeah. This video is important. My next video is going to be really important. I'm preparing for it. It's actually there's like notes. I got notes and shit. Like, it's actually going to be organized and not so casual. But, just get ready, people. Just get ready. And I'm glad to be back. And this is En Route. I hope you come back for the next video. I'm really excited about it. And I'm out. Have a great day.